The Buccaneers will play against the Los Angeles Rams in LA. The Bucs will not score nearly as much as the previous two games. They have held opponents to 24 points max. Granted, one of those teams was the oh, excuse me. Um, the Lions have held opponents to 24 points max. Granted, one of those teams was the Bears, but that's been like that for the past couple of years. But I think they'll have to be. I think the Rams will have to be elite on all sides of defense, all parts of it. They will have to constantly apply pressure on Brady because all he needs is 1 second to get the ball out of his hands to throw it down 20 plus yards. You have to have Then you have to have Evans, Godwin, and Gronk all contained at the same time. Well, the good news for the Rams is Antonio Brown just got COVID, so he'll be out for that game. So I assume Jalen Ramsey will be all over Evans or Godwin. My guess is Evans because he's very lengthy. Their running game, being the Bucs, is not as good as the passing game. Making the Bucs run more would be a good idea for the Rams, but doesn't mean the Rams are fully safe. They are ranked 20th in run defense. Even though Brady is throwing deep pretty well, Matt Stafford, their new quarterback, can throw it pretty deep too. He averages almost 12 yards per attempt, and when it is caught, it's 15 yards. It's a pretty good deep ball. And I think he'll be a front runner for MVP with Tom Brady. Stafford is comparable to Dak, being the Cowboys played the Bucs, but I think he's slightly better to some degree. So he will apply some damage just like Dak did. Darrell Henderson is questionable at the moment, but even with him, it would be hard to stop one of the best run defenses, being the Bucs defense run D. Stafford and Cooper Kupp have to be at the top of their game on Sunday. My prediction for the overall game is I firmly believe this matchup will start with the Bucs at first. They may even be behind by a score at halftime. In the second half, a few dicey calls will be made. The Bucs will itch closer to winning. Brady likes to make gamble throws with his new team, especially with a few seconds left in a quarter or a first half. And that's okay. Most of the times, it actually pays off pretty well. One of those gambles that he might try will be an interception, though, which will lead to a score. Out of all the turnovers the Rams have forced, only one has not converted into a point. I predict Brady will throw 2 picks in this game, and the Rams will turn those picks into 10 total points. Overall, I predict the Rams will lose by a field goal. The only way I could see them win if it's like a blowout game by the third quarter is getting destroyed. He likes to pout. That's just him, dude. He likes to pout and get mad because he's losing, and usually he does that. He tries to play mad, make wild throws. Most times it doesn't change the momentum of the game. The only exception I can think of was the Super Bowl win against the Falcons, but the Pats defense also stepped up with him. So my prediction is the Bucs will beat the Rams by a single field goal.